Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dan here, driving back from the garage where the Camaro is, and I didn't really shoot a lot of material today. I've just been kind of running around trying to figure things out with the car. Did get a chance to drive it. I wanted to record driving it, but I didn't. I was kind of too busy looking for noises and stuff. It's his first trip out, so I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of my feedback on the car on the way home from working on it. So, the car did pretty good. Pretty happy with it. I didn't get any blow by or anything coming out of the valve cover or anything. Everything seems like it's getting oil. Fortunately, it sounds like the little lifter tick, it's still there, but it's not as prevalent as it was. They're old lifters, and I do plan on pulling this motor out in a few years from now and upgrading it even further for boost. So that being said, right now I went out there and I put transmission fluid inside of it. Try not to yawn. I put another gallon of antifreeze inside of it and some other stuff. Just kind of checked the fluids, quart of oil, and everything seems happy. I had an issue that I was fighting with all day long, and this is probably the reason why I didn't record anything working on the car itself. I could not get the car to idle. And when I say I couldn't get the car to idle, I could not get this thing to idle. It was bad. It's on my face. So, I thought it was an idle air control motor, but I wasn't really sold on it. I wanted to kind of exhaust all options before I spend the money on idle air control. And I'm kind of glad I did, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I went and I paid $100 and licensed my P59 PCM that I'm going to put inside of the car. I wanted to license it because I do plan on running that PCM, even if I keep it drive-by-cable or drive-by-wire. It's just a better computer, guys. Got more space, you can do more custom OSs, and I got this dual VE tune off of Sloppy Mechanics page that I really want to try, and I kind of want to get all my electronics and tuning in a row before I start adding boosts towards it. And it gives me an option to kind of try things out before I start really turning the wick up on this car and going from there. Now, a lot of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to probably twin turbo it, and it's going to get, you know, I made those manifolds, and I'll show them in another video. I'm just not happy with them. I don't like them. The welds kind of suck. I welded them. I'm not that good of a welder, so. And yeah, pretty much just fortunately the AC is probably going to die, but I don't care. I like AC, it's good, but, you know, I have my Equinox, I have the Camry, I have other options for cars that have AC. Of course, I say that now, and I start complaining that, man, I don't drive my Camaro because it doesn't have AC. So, I'm trying to weigh my options here. And having the turbos in the front really kind of opens up the area of, you can access the turbos a lot better. I'm yawning, excuse me, guys. Long day. So, getting back to the Camaro, I drove it to AutoZone and back, and it did good. I didn't really beat on the car. The highest I spun it was maybe 4,500 RPM, and it did good. I haven't really started tuning it or anything. I mean, like I said, I've been chasing that problem. And I got back from AutoZone because I had to buy a little Torx bit kit where I can get to the idle air control mode or off. So I got that done. And then I licensed my P59 and I put the P59 inside of the Camaro. No difference. I sat there for an hour with the laptop before I went to AutoZone, trying every setting that I know that controls idle. No difference. I think I finally got to play with the scanner. It commanded 5 degrees advanced timing, and it did something. It idled a little bit because I got my idle set to 850. It idled a little bit. It wasn't, and it was staying at 1,000 no matter what I do. Look on the scanner saying my idle air count was 0. I'm sitting there trying to manually dial this thing back. Nothing. It's just not having it at all. So I drove to AutoZone because I wanted to know, because idle's only good if you're sitting there. Driving it's a totally different ball game. I threw a bunch of fuel at it because I wanted to make sure it was safe. Pulled a buttload of timing out of it, and even then it was still pretty peppy. So the ported heads really did work out good. I feel like it probably picked up about 20 horses, which, okay, I can live with that. And yeah, so I get home, fire up this laptop, fire up the hotspot, buy myself 2 credits from HV Tuners, and I go ahead and license the PCM. Put that in. No difference. Now, I hooked the battery up wrong a few weeks ago, and I was thinking maybe I fried the driver for the idle air control, and turns out I did not, so that's always good. But I spent $100 on credits, which, okay, I was going to use a computer anyway, so not a big deal. Anyways, get that done. No difference in idle, so you can imagine how annoyed I was at that point. And, you know, I put the PO1 back inside of it, started playing with it, and I said, you know what? I'm going to look at the wires. Sure enough, one of them was broken. Insulator was good. It just broke inside of the insulator, so no connection. So went ahead and kind of stripped it as much as I could and kind of twisted the wires together, started it up, idled beautifully. So that's what the issue was, guys. We're gonna start tuning this car here. I know this week I have my sons coming down to visit me, so this weekend I'm not gonna really be able to work on it a whole lot, but family comes first, guys. Anyways, that's a little update. That's what I got. Like, share, subscribe, do all that awesome stuff. And I can always tell everybody, you know, look after one another, take care of one another, help your neighbor, help your family, do the right thing, be safe. Someone loves you. Somebody loves you. So just, you know, be safe and take care of one another. At the end of the day, all we have is each other. So I'll catch you guys on the next video.